Hello students, welcome back. See, in our last class we have discussed articles and its types and the usage of articles. So we discussed where to use indefinite article and where not to use indefinite article, and where to use definite article and where not to use definite article. So in connection with this, we are going to discuss few rules related to definite article. Okay, before that, let us see today's word, that is word a day. And today's word is fish tail. Fish tail is a noun. It means lie or exaggerating of the truth is called as fish tail. See, for example, the usage is, I don't think he is telling the truth, but it likes an old fish tail. It means that that fellow is lying. It means that that fellow is lying. So lie or exaggerating of the truth. That is adding more information. Sometimes which is not rational. It is called as exaggeration. So tail, that is fish tail means a noun. It means lie. I don't think he is telling the truth, but it likes an old fish tail. He is telling a lie. So today's word is fish tail. See, there are certain words. Before that, you must be very careful before using articles. Of course, we have three, that is two types of articles: indefinite article, definite article, and sometimes we can call it otherwise. That is the third type is zero article. That means there is no article. As far as definite article is concerned, we discussed elaborately in our previous class where to use and where not to use. In connection with this, there are certain words: church, mosque, bed, hospital, market, bed, and so on. Before these words, you must use definite article very carefully. For example, he goes to market. He goes to market. And another one sentence is, he goes to the market. What is the difference? The difference is very simple. The second sentence has definite article the, whereas in first sentence there is no article, that is zero article is there. What does it mean? He goes to market means for shopping. He goes to the market means to meet someone in the market. See, if you want to mention a primary purpose, you should not use definite article the before it. Okay. See, for example, this is one set of sentence. Whereas he goes to the market means he is not going to market for shopping, for purchasing, to meet someone. For example, if your friend has shop in the market, then you are going to meet your friend, not for purchasing anything. At that time, you have to use the. See, look at this sentence. His grandfather goes to the school. Goes to the school. Another sentence. His grandfather goes to school. Which one is correct? This is correct. If you write like this, his grandfather goes to schools means he himself is a student and his grandfather is going to school for studying. You must be very careful. If you put the means, sometimes parents or grandfather, they goes to school to meet their grandchild teacher or to pay the fees or to meet a HM or to meet a principal. So at that time you have to put the. If the primary purpose, if you want to mention, you should not put definite article the here. Right? Can you understand this? He goes to mosque. He goes to the mosque to see the arrangements. See the difference. He goes to mosque. Look at here. He goes to mosque. He goes to mosque. It means for pray. He goes to the mosque to see the arrangements. To see the arrangement, it means that he is not going to, that is, he is going to mosque not for praying, but to see some other arrangements. Okay. Fine. See another, that is the sentence. He is in hospital. He is in hospital. He is in the hospital. He is in the hospital. See, he is in hospital means he is a patient. Whereas if you say he is in the hospital means maybe his friend working in a hospital as a compounder or as a service doctor, or he does something else. So he is in the hospital means he is not necessarily be a patient. He visits that particular place for secondary purpose. So without definite article, if you put it, means it serves its primary purpose. So likewise, he goes to playground. He goes to the playground. He goes to playground means he is going to playground for playing. Whereas if you say he goes to the playground means He is going to the playground to meet his friend who is already playing there. So these are all the important things related to the definite article, the. Okay. Now let us discuss sentences. What is the definition for a sentence? Sentence means it is a combination of some words which gives complete meaning, is called as a sentence. Can you understand this? Okay. Now see the types of sentences. First one is declarative or assertive sentences. Declarative or assertive sentences. See, the type itself carries answer with it. For example, he wrote an examination. She is studying in a college. They are purchasing vegetables. We are planning to go for an excursion. We are planning to go for an excursion. He wrote an examination. She is studying in a college. They are purchasing vegetables. We are planning to go for an excursion. Excursion means picnic, that is for a tour. See, all these sentences assert or declare something. These type of sentences are called as declarative sentences or assertive sentences. Okay, that is which has statement. All the statements are called as declarative or assertive sentences. Okay, so further these sentences can be divided into two: positive, negative. Positive sentences, negative sentences. It is very simple. He sings well. He sings well. Number two, he does not sing. I like to play. She doesn't like to play. Now, by merely looking at these sentences, you can say which are the positive sentences, which are the negative sentences. He sings well, positive sentence. He does not sing, negative sentence. I like to play, positive sentence. She doesn't like to play, negative sentence. Can you understand this? He attended an examination, positive sentences. He didn't attend an examination, negative sentences. I will visit Chennai. I want, Go to Chennai, negative sentences. Okay, so declarative sentences, assertive sentences are statements which conveys something, which can be further divided into two: positive sentences and negative sentences. Positive sentences, they say something positive. Negative sentences, that carry something negative. Understand? Yes. Then interrogative sentences. That is very simple. For example, what is your father? Why he did not attend the function? How is your business? Where is your bike? Interrogative sentences which begins with WH. Any number of sentences which begins with, that is, WH or whatever it is, that is, which ends with the question mark, is called as interrogative sentences. Then the next type is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences. Usually it has command or instructions. Commands or instruction. Please bring me a water. Please bring me a water. Right? Could you keep quiet? Tomorrow you must come. Sit down. So imperative sentences which gives instructions or commands. Any sentence which gives, give me a pen, get out, keep quiet. All these sentences are imperative sentences, okay, which contains commands or instructions, are called as imperative sentences. Then the next type is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences. What a lovely shot. Exclamatory sentences which expresses shock, surprise, sympathy, sorrow, whatever it is. Oh my God. My goodness. My goodness. What a beautiful flower. So sentences which expresses shock or surprise are called as exclamatory sentences. Then the last one is fragments. Fragments is, see, usually while you converse with others, sometimes we are not giving complete reply. See, for example, have you met the principal? And the answer would be yes. See, have you attended the meeting? And reply would be no. If someone asking you how are you, we say fine. See, these are all called as fragments. Have you met the principal? Yes, I met the principal. But the word yes stands for the complete sentence. So here, have you attended the meeting? No, I have not attended the meeting. It is understood, but the word no is a fragment which stands for the rest of the sentences. How are you? Fine. Or you may say, how are you? But this is fragment. So these fragments are called as that fragmentative sentences. These are all the fragments. Okay, yes. So sentences are broadly classified into declarative sentences, assertive sentences. Declarative sentence or assertive sentences, which carries statements that may be further class that is divided into positive sentences, negative sentences. I am going is a positive sentence, I am not going is a negative sentence. I play is a positive sentence, I do not play is a negative sentence. Okay. Then interrogative sentences, that is all the questions. All the questions are called as interrogative sentences. Then imperative sentences. Imperative sentences which carries commands or instructions. Sit down, go away, keep quiet, give me a water, bring that door, close the window, bring that pen. So all that is the commands and instructions, or that is which has commands and instructions, are called as imperative sentences. Then exclamatory sentences are a sentences which expresses surprise, shocks, emotions. All type of sentences are called as exclamatory sentences. And fragments means that is a single word. Yes, no, did, yes, I did, yes, no, fine, like this. These are all the fragments which stands for the rest of the sentences are called as fragments. So in our next class we shall see the various that is the types of functions and the various parts of the sentences in our next class. Thank you so much.